Alright, so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I make money like every week selling my clothes. What is up, everybody? My name is Taylor. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and follow my Instagram while you're at it. Today, as I mentioned, I am going to be sharing with you guys how I make money selling my clothes. And I do two things. I sell my clothes online and in a store, I guess you could say. But why don't we just begin? I'm not gonna make you guys wait for me to tell you how I do this or where I do this, so I'm just gonna say it flat out. I sell my clothes online with the Poshmark app, and I sell my clothes in store with Plato's Closet, but I do this in a very strategic way.
I think it's pretty strategic.
Where I can make the most money selling my clothes this way. It is actually a really great way to make an extra little chunk of money, and it seems to be working out really well for me, especially lately, so I felt like I needed to hop on and share all of my secrets. So let's talk about how to sell your clothes for the most money so you can buy more clothes and redo your wardrobe, which is literally what I'm going through right now. As mentioned, I use the Poshmark app. I started using this a while back, but only started to take it kind of seriously recently, where I actually know like how to price point correctly, how to make the most money in making your counter offers. If you guys want to check out my shop while you watch this video, you guys can see all the different types of items that I have listed on my shop right now. Why don't we talk about the first steps that you have to take in order to make your first sale? Obviously, the first step to take is going through your closet and your dresser and all your drawers and organizing all the things that you think you can actually sell. It does kind of take a little bit of time to make a listing, so having like over 100 items can definitely be tiring, so I would narrow it down to those better quality things where you know you could actually make money off of selling them. You want to look for those nicer brands: Nike, Gymshark, Free People. I sell a lot of Free People things. Victoria's Secret, Pink, just things that you think people might be interested in purchasing themselves. You also want to keep an eye out on those things that might have rips and tears in them or stains that you might not be able to remove. These are things that you definitely want to avoid selling, but if it's a nice quality item that you think might be able to be repaired, just make sure that you're including that there is a couple rips, include photos of it, or stains that could probably come out with bleach. You have to let people know that there are some maybe tears, just as a disclaimer, so when they see it, it's not completely different from what you listed. So after going through your closet and maybe keeping 3 separate piles, one that you know you're gonna donate, one that you probably could get a little bit of money from Plato's Closet, and those good quality items or the ones that you really want to list on Poshmark, have those separated piles, and we'll start with the Poshmark pile. With that Poshmark pile, you obviously want to start taking some photos. There are a few different ways to do this. The way that I do it is I lay it on my bed, on my white comforter, just so I have a blank canvas behind it. Another way is if I have a photo of me wearing it from in the past, where it's like a good quality photo and it really shows off how you wear it. People like to see how it would look on a person, or if you have a clothing rack and you can hang it on something and make sure you just have a blank slate behind you. That's another really good way to get a good quality photo. Personally, I take photos of like almost everything, however the sleeves are, the bottom of the shirt. I always take a picture of the tag so you can see the brand and the size. After you take your photos, you need to make a title, description, do all of your sizes and your price points. I always make my titles really exciting and bold, capital letters, explaining if it's a
boho, adorable, cute top.
Just using those kind of grabby words where it actually makes someone want to click on and see the rest of your photos. A description, I always include the size and talking about if I've only worn it a handful of times or something that I've never worn at all. I always include the brand of the item in my title and the description. Now let's talk about price points. how to price your clothes on Poshmark. This can sometimes be really tricky and competitive because there is a lot of sellers on Poshmark. In order for you to figure out how much you think that product is worth, that really depends on how much research you want to do yourself. I am someone who usually remembers just about how much I purchased an item for, so I usually just put that in for the original price. These prices don't have to be completely accurate, but you definitely want to be as close as you think you might have purchased it for, or look it up online and see how much that product is worth originally. After you figure out the original price of that item, you have to figure out the price that you want to list it for. But with pricing your own items, just so everyone knows, Poshmark does take 20% out of that price, so you actually make minus 20% what you sell it for. So when pricing your items, sometimes it's not a bad thing to round up, because most likely you're going to get people that are going to send you an offer that's obviously lower than your listed price. To figure out how much you should list that price for, personally, I almost always do minus 50% of the original price depending on the item, because if someone thinks, oh, I can just buy that completely new for a little bit of money more,
why don't I just do that?
Obviously you want them to shop on your site, so you want to be giving them a deal and obviously making money yourself. You can search your item in the Poshmark app and see if other people are selling this item and how much people have sold this item for. I'll sometimes do that, or sometimes I'll just throw out a random number and kind of accept any counter offer that I get. Now let's talk about when you get an offer. So when you get an offer on the app, you are allowed to accept, decline, or counter offer their price. The really nice thing about the Poshmark app is that when you do counter offer somebody, it will tell you how much earnings you're actually going to make. So counter offers are obviously up to you. That is a personal thing if you're either going to accept a really low offer. I would say if it's an item you've had listed in your shop for kind of a long time and you get kind of a low ball offer, personally I would just take it, because I hate when I have just clothes sitting in my bin. What's next? Now we will talk about how I ship my clothes out to the buyer. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna receive an email from the Poshmark app saying that,
congrats, you made a sale.
Woo, yeah, give me that money. Now it is time to ship that
Product.
In that email, you are going to get a PDF photo of the shipping label, which is really great. Poshmark just gets out that shipping label. You don't have to do really any work. And it's nice that you don't have to pay for shipping yourself. You print that label out, cut it out because it's not as big as a full piece of paper, and you have to package your item. For the longest time, I was putting my packages in just old Amazon packaging and boxes that I had laying around, and sometimes I got really frustrating because I didn't have any. I would have to go buy a box, which is like a total waste of money. So I finally took the plunge and ordered my own packaging. These postal bags were from Amazon and they are a game changer. They come with 100 of these bags and they are perfect to fit clothes in. They can fit a couple pairs of jeans in, and it's really great because this just peels right off. And I'm pretty sure it was like $12 for 100. Since I was making sales like almost every week, I was like, I might as well just bite the bullet and get some packaging of my own. I actually made a sale yesterday. It was this cute little tank top from Free People. I believe I sold it for $22. I made like $17.60 off of it. Packed it up this morning, put it in my Amazon packaging, peeled off that layer. I just double rolled it and stuck it together just so it's not a bulky package. I used that tape and I put on my shipping label. In the past, I literally would use Scotch tape. As long as it's stuck on that package, you're all good. After that, I just drop it in my mailbox and put the little flag up, and that is it. It's so nice because you literally don't even have to leave your house. Unless you have a bigger package, you might have to take it to the post office. When I sold a pair of sneakers, I was using a box that would like not fit in the mailbox, but you know what? I made a good little chunk of money off of it, so who cares?
So you made your first sale!
Then you open the app and you check off all the boxes of I dropped it in my mailbox, I printed out the slip, all that stuff. Yay, you shipped it. congratulations, you made a sale. It's really exciting stuff, and it's really nice because you're doing this all from home. So your earnings do take a little bit of time to get into your account, and you can just do this through a direct deposit, which is also really nice. Although it takes a couple weeks, I kind of understand it because the person who you're shipping this out to, it obviously needs to be a legit thing, and they give you a rating, so you then receive your earnings. Now let's talk about Plato's Closet. Plato's Closet is a place, if you haven't heard of it before, basically you can sell and buy clothes. You can just bring a tub of clothes there, they go through it, they tell you how much they'll give you. As I mentioned, I usually make 3 separate piles for all the different places where I'm going to be giving my clothes to, whether I'm donating them, selling them on Poshmark, or going to Plato's Closet. With that pile that I take to Plato's Closet, I will hold on to it for like a month. And I will also have all of my stuff for Poshmark that I think maybe won't sell. I let a month pass, and if some of my stuff still is not selling, and I'm probably not gonna really make much money off of it anyways, I will then drop most of my prices on Poshmark. I sometimes do this weekly depending on will this really sell, and all those clothes that are probably not going to sell, I end up bringing them to Plato's Closet. I'll take my entire bucket of all the stuff I have on Poshmark and all the stuff I planned on bringing to Plato's Closet. I'll just bring it all and see what I get. Sometimes if I have a few things in there that like I know I can probably sell on Plato's Closet. I meant to say Poshmark, not Plato's Closet. Things with tags or those better brands, I'll hold those aside, just making sure that I'll actually get my money's worth, because sometimes Plato's Closet just won't really give you much, yet they take the nicer stuff, and you may only make a few bucks off of it when like you could make a few extra bucks on Poshmark. So that is what I do. That is how I sell my clothes online and in store. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I just thought it was a really good video to share with you guys because I'm making some cash on the side and it's really nice. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do make videos every week. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.